How you doing, guys? Chris here. So the Lithuanians have been in the news lately talking about the Suwalki Gap and how they're going to close the transport between Kaliningrad and Belarus, and it's causing some uproar. And this area is known as the Suwalki Gap, and I just so happen to be in the town of Suwalki, Poland. So I thought I'd fly around and let you guys see exactly what this contested area is all about. The first line on the left is the edge of Kaliningrad, Russia, and then you have a 40-mile span across Poland and Lithuania to the other edge of Belarus. Where we're located in Suwalki is indicated by the blue dot on the map. We'll take off here from this park and go roughly straight up and circle around the area so you can have a good idea of the construction of the city and of the surrounding areas and how they relate to one another. As you can see in the distance, the terrain is pretty flat with rolling hills, very suitable for agricultural industry. I'm going to pan the drone over to the left slightly so that you can get an indication of what north is. Now, as I circle the drone over to the left some more, you'll see Kaliningrad, Russia to your left. The region, not necessarily the city itself. So this route between Kaliningrad and Belarus has been closed before due to COVID restrictions. These new restrictions being imposed by Lithuania are restricting the sanctioned goods. This does further isolate Kaliningrad, but it doesn't separate them completely from the rest of the world because of the sea on the other side. Though it does make it difficult to resupply the Kaliningrad area, it's not impossible. There's a little irony here with Russia not allowing Ukraine's grain to leave Ukraine. Perhaps these restrictions are a tool for leverage to allow the grain to leave Ukraine. If you look over in the distance to the right, you'll see the edge of Belarus. Trucks registered in Belarus and Russia have been asked to leave Poland and Lithuania as of the 1st of last month. There's enhanced scrutiny on vehicles that are allowed to transport the gap. There's an increased presence at the border control crossing, and there's periodic checkpoints on the roadways for these vehicles. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick flight around the Suwalki Gap inside the city of Suwalki. The idea that this could be the next focus for Russia to be able to transport goods between Belarus and Kaliningrad isn't that far-fetched. To say that something would happen soon is a little unlikely given the current situation, but it's not ruled out completely. Cool heads will have to prevail to ensure that there is no escalation of force between these areas. This small region in Europe has a lot of countries concerned over what could happen next. To avoid an escalation of force in this region, a compromise will have to be made between all these nations involved. Whether it's the authorization of air transport or the authorization of more extensive goods to be transversed throughout the area is yet to be determined. Either way, the Suwalki Gap region in Europe has the attention of the entire world on what's next to come. As for me, I'm glad I got the opportunity to visit the city and fly around for a good view. Thanks for tuning in and watching. I'm sure there's more to come. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more information.